Join us in an exclusive conversation with Hollywood actor Jim Caviezel and human trafficking activist Tim Ballard, as they share their extraordinary journey from the silver screen to the front lines of the fight against child slavery. Discover the untold stories, unexpected allies, and the real challenges they face in making a difference. Jim Caviezel, known for portraying Jesus in Passion of the Christ, discusses his involvement in the film The Sound of Freedom, highlighting the real-life story of Tim Ballard's fight against worldwide child slavery and sex trafficking. Tim Ballard, founder of Operation Underground Railroad, details the film's focus on exposing the increasing global issue of childhood sex trafficking and the broader social problems associated with it. Tim Ballard addresses the magnitude of child slavery, comparing it to the drug trade, emphasizing the need to dismantle criminal trafficking networks worldwide. Tim Ballard, a former special agent, refutes criticisms of Operation Underground Railroad, emphasizing its legitimacy and the tangible impact of its operations in rescuing children and arresting traffickers. Tim Ballard denies associations with QAnon conspiracy theories, emphasizing Operation Underground Railroad's condemnation of conspiracy theories and discrediting false connections. Tim Ballard clarifies the American Airlines partnership claim, attributing it to a miscommunication by a PR firm. Dismisses it as an attempt to discredit the organization. Tim Ballard addresses criticisms from Vice and Slate, refuting claims about a Dominican Republic operation, highlighting successful convictions of traffickers, and criticizing biased reporting. Jim Caviezel discusses his involvement in The Sound of Freedom, driven by personal connections to child adoption and the film's potential to expose and address child trafficking issues. Jim Caviezel reflects on the film's impact, drawing parallels to historical films like Schindler's List and the importance of addressing and exposing evil in real time rather than waiting for controversy to subside. Jim Caviezel plays Tim Ballard, a Homeland Security agent who sets up sting operations to take down traffickers and rescue trafficked children. The movie focuses on a particular case to highlight the broader issues of sexual slavery and human trafficking. Tim Ballard worked for 12 years as a special agent, focusing on tracking child traffickers along the U.S. border. In 2006, he was permitted to go overseas to find children abused by Americans. Tim faced a moral dilemma when he had to choose between continuing his job and saving children. His wife's spiritual conviction led him to quit his job and start private operations to rescue children. The successful operation depicted in the film rescued 54 children, but in reality, it was 120. Operation Underground Railroad, founded by Tim, continues similar operations worldwide. Tim's background includes a graduate degree in international politics. He initially worked for the CIA, specializing in counterterrorism, and later joined Homeland Security. Tim's work in the Child Sex Crimes Unit exposed him to shocking cases, challenging his conception of humanity. The disturbing material he encountered led to PTSD, and he sought help to cope. Tim had to grapple with the reality of millions of people indulging in child exploitation material. The shocking nature of the material changed his life forever, causing PTSD and a heightened awareness for his own children's safety. Tim emphasized the shock of realizing there are millions of people who derive pleasure from watching children being sexually assaulted. The exposure to such dark material had a profound impact on his mental well-being. The speaker discusses the gravity of harming innocent children, emphasizing the severe consequences associated with such acts. The speaker mentions the book Ordinary Men, highlighting how individuals can transition from normalcy to committing heinous acts through numerous micro-violations of their own conscience. Descent into perverse behavior involves collaborative engagement with sinful thoughts, leading to a sadistic desire for misery and novelty and sexual satisfaction. Law enforcement encounters with pedophiles reveal their nondescript nature, where normal appearances belie the sinister thoughts and actions they harbor. A justification offered by some offenders is the belief that allowing children to experience sexual pleasure, even in prepubescence, is a positive and natural aspect of life. The actor Jim Caviezel discusses the process of delving into dark roles, emphasizing the importance of seeking truth from God to avoid deception and false representations of evil. Tim Ballard, a former law enforcement agent, describes the unsettling experience of interrogating pedophiles who normalize discussions about children as if talking about mundane topics. The conversation explores the danger of unintentionally glorifying villains in Hollywood portrayals, and the potential psychological impact on actors who delve into the dark aspects of their characters. Jim Caviezel emphasizes turning to God for protection and guidance, focusing on truth and innocence when portraying dark roles, and recognizing the importance of avoiding deception. Jim Caviezel shares the emotional impact of working on child slavery cases and the need to witness the harsh reality to motivate action. Tim Ballard discusses maintaining childlike innocence in the face of darkness during operations, emphasizing faith in God as a source of strength. Jordan Peterson explores the psychological aspects of facing malevolence, drawing parallels with the Passion story and the descent into darkness. Tim Ballard reflects on giving the burden to God and the importance of a childlike relationship with Jesus for clarity and courage. Tim's wife's guidance, facing the choice of a comfortable job or rescuing children, she emphasizes the potential spiritual impact of decisions in the afterlife. Jordan Peterson discusses the ethos of speaking the truth, facing consequences, and the immense adventure that follows, emphasizing faith and long-term benefits. Tim Ballard's wife's insights, her motherhood experience and relationship with God allowed her to see beyond immediate concerns, supporting Tim's mission. Financial support, Glenn Beck funded the first rescue operation, and success brought in donations and opportunities, leading to continued growth and success. Jim Caviezel and Tim Ballard discuss the unconventional financial security they found by dedicating themselves to the cause of rescuing children from trafficking, even willing to live in a tent with their families. Taking on challenges and confronting hardships led to unexpected strengths and opportunities, contrary to the anticipated losses. The principle of voluntary confrontation leading to strength played out in Jim Caviezel's life. Facing significant life challenges often resulted in blessings and opportunities for Jim Caviezel. The idea of confronting burdens voluntarily leading to increased confidence and credibility is discussed. Becoming stronger, more confident, and credible is directly proportional to voluntarily confronting and mastering burdens. The charisma gained through these experiences facilitates effective communication and inspires support from others. Tony Robbins emerges as a significant supporter and the largest donor to Operation Underground Railroad. His involvement started with a spontaneous offer to match donations during a conference, leading to a close relationship with Tim Ballard. The next chapter involves a film on Haiti, showcasing the continuation of Tim Ballard's work. Additionally, Jim Caviezel mentions his involvement in the resurrection of the Passion of the Christ with Mel Gibson. Tim Ballard shifts focus to the spiritual warfare against child trafficking, highlighting the complexities of protecting children's rights in the face of changing cultural norms and laws. Connecting the dots between various issues affecting children, including missing children, efforts to redefine terms like pedophile, and controversial sex education. Tim Ballard emphasizes the need to address the multifaceted challenges. Elon Musk's endorsement on Twitter brings attention to the film. And Tim Ballard announces plans for a Twitter release in mid-July, exploring alternative distribution channels. For the full podcast, check out the link in the description.